Was the musical break, a beautiful, beautiful song indeed. Just a reminder to you and to me, to us this morning, even as we have been reminded in that exile, in the captivity, that bado anakujali. He still cares for you. He still loves you. He's a father who is very much concerned about your very, very own life and your welfare as well. It's Unanijali, the song done by Joel Mangi, and it is taking us to 23 minutes to the top of the hour. That is 8 in the AM. Thank you so very much for your company this morning, and to everyone who is tuned in to the show this morning, engaging with us on our platforms. Asanteni sana. I see Nancy Odhiambo. Thank you so much. Also got your comment on our YouTube page as well, and also on our text line 0708 222 323. Right about now, it's time to read the newspapers, just getting to know what's being reported in our dailies this morning, and we start off with the Standard, and they go with the headline of the unfortunate killing of the lawyer some few days ago. Assassins on wheels. That is what they are reporting this morning. The Standard's front page: in cold blood, Nairobi lawyer Matthew Chalo Mbobo was on his way home when he was shot in the head by a gunman on a border. Not only was a family man killed, but also a lawyer, lecturer, and philanthropists eliminated. This is Nairobi's new face of terror: gun-toting assassins on motorbikes, cutting down lawyers, MPs, and businessmen in broad daylight, leaving a trail of blood, grief, and unanswered questions. The murder in Karen is the latest in a chilling pattern that exposes a broken security system and a police force that appears clueless in the face of such brutality. You can read that story on pages 4 and 5 inside the Standard, and in other, they are also giving other recent drive-by murders. On the 2nd of May this year, Kasipul MP Charles Ongondo Were was killed by gunmen on a motorbike on Gong Road in Nairobi. In May 2016, controversial businessman Jacob Juma was shot dead near the Gong Road Karen interchange, and in 2015, then Kabete MP George Mushai, his 2 bodyguards, and a driver were shot dead in Nairobi's CBD. And for Nzao Musau, an advocate and also a friend of the late Chalo, he helped so many people and he never spoke about it. Actually, on the morning of the day he died, he offered to make copies of his evidence book for donation to Southeastern University Law School. And so read that story, a chilling story there. That is inside the Standard. Then Blood Parliament. Police allegedly installed spyware on filmmakers' devices, and Kenya risks having 1 million obese children by 2030. UNICEF is now warning. Then why Kenya's security still has dangerous loopholes 24 years after 9/11, and that is 9/11 attacks in the US, right? And how Baringo maths teacher beats the odds to win top AU award. And then with PhD and political acumen, critics warn of Ruto's know-it-all attitude, right? That's inside the Standard. And the US political activist and President Trump ally Charlie Kirk shot dead at an event in Utah. One suspect in custody, authorities have said. All right. So that is in as far as the Standard newspaper is concerned. And the pullout this morning is the real estate pullout. Why low occupancy units are attracting investors. That's a story that you can read inside the pullout, real estate pullout, on page 28. And like Greece, US neighborhood where cars are banned, and then funding UN to spend 45 billion shillings on new offices in Gigiri. That is the Standard newspaper and what they are going with. This morning. We shift gear and let's talk on the Daily Nation. They still also go with the same story of the slain lawyer, and they go with the headline, how slain lawyer was ambushed. So Dark Tuesday timelines. So at 6 a.m., Chalo Mbobo arrived in his office at Townhouse along Kaunda Street. 7 a.m., walks to Holy Family Basilica for morning mass. At 8 a.m., he returned to his office and attended to clients. At 1 p.m., does not eat lunch in office, steps out for a meeting within the city center. At 2 p.m., he is back to the office to finish work. 4:30 p.m., bids staff buy and leaves office for his home in Karen via Langata Road. At 6:30 p.m., he is killed in a drive-by shooting along Magadi Road by gunmen who reportedly trailed him from Galleria Mall. And the slain man's car was parked at Nairobi Area Police Zone yesterday. And so that is front page of the Daily Nation. And James Maluki, that is Mbobu's brother. It is not clear whether the death is related to his work or an act of thuggery. Evidently, the killers had trailed him for some time. They knew the time he drove home. It appears they also knew his car. That's according to the brother. And the horror of gangland-style executions resurfaced on Tuesday evening when senior lawyer Matthew Chalo Mbobo was shot dead by gunmen as he drove to his current home. He was waylaid on his regular route barely 2 hours after leaving his city center office. The story is on page 2 and 3. Such an unfortunate story, which is coming only months after Charles Were, MP Charles Were, was murdered in similar drive-by shooting in the month of May. All right, there is the health section inside the Nation. I was given 15 days to live. It is now been 3 years. 2 years after surgery, Caroline Wakanyi, who is battling rheumatic heart disease, is recovering at her home in Keno. That's on page 10. And a lecturer strike to disrupt learning in public universities. Why? The Dons accuse the state of reneging on 5.5 billion shillings salary increment. And 150 million shillings rise scam rocks Mombasa Port KRA. That's on page 6, the business section as well. So you can read that inside the Daily Nation. And finally, looking at the Business Daily and what they are reporting this morning. That's the Business Daily this morning. All right, allow me to look at it. Yes, here we go. How Kenya Power will pay homes farms for blackouts. Electricity consumers will receive compensation equivalent to 75% of their average daily consumption for extended blackouts in a new push to compel Kenya Power to improve the reliability of its power. Also, the front page, Tycoon 7,610 acres to mine iron ore for steel plant. And the Treasury has told state agencies and counties to buy goods and pay bills under the Integrated Financial Management Information System, IFMIS, ending a near 3-month standoff. And thousands of workers nearing retirement risk delays in accessing their benefits after persistent employer defaults on contributions plunged 27 pension schemes into a 56.5 billion shillings deficit. Read that as well. And to truly escape the poverty script, founders must weave abundance into the daily fabric of their decisions and company culture. That is the Business Daily, and you can read what's happening and what is being reported in our in the newspapers in as far as our country is concerned. A lot is happening. Let's continue to remember our nation, as we have been reminded in the devotion today. Those who are in exile, they were told, you pray for the peace and prosperity of that city, of that nation, and because if that place prospers, you will also prosper. If it enjoys peace, you will also enjoy peace. But if there is war, all of us are affected. If there is no prosperity, if there is no success, we are also affected. So let's continue to pray for the well-being of our nation. Right about now, why don't we pave way now for the video of the day?